2 and cue Sonia!
Hello, in a packed show today, we'll be looking at games based on TV shows, including the riotous Beavis and Butthead.
That's super, that's marvellous, terrific. Now cue Sonia for the review sequence.
Our main review is Comix Zone on the Mega Drive.
It's looking good, good, good. Now run the violet, VT.
And I'll be appearing on the cable TV show Video Game Slams, and hopefully we'll be meeting the Invisible Games reviewer. Now, where is that guy?
I'll be seeing you.
Cue Sonia!
Now, there isn't a bad influence video game, yet, but lots of other TV shows have inspired games designers. One of my favourite shows is the cult cartoon series Beavis and Butthead, and that's just been released on the SNES and Mega Drive. This is the Mega Drive version. In the game, the decidedly non-dynamic duo have just got to get to a heavy metal concert, and it's up to you to help them find the tickets, performing various gross and antisocial acts along the way. It's like, cool. Or it would be if it was as good as the series. And actually, it ain't happening, dude.
Cartoons are all very well, but sometimes one yearns for something a bit more realistic and meaningful, something that will entertain without losing its relevance to our everyday lives. Something like Thunder in Paradise, the action series starring wrestler Hulk Hogan that spawned a game on a CDI. Sadly, the promised interactivity turns out to be nothing more than a series of boring, monotonous shoot-'em-ups against flashy full-motion video backdrops. Perhaps it's faithful to the series after all, then. Shoot-'em-ups against flashy full-motion video backdrops. Perhaps it's faithful to the series after all, then.
Cartoon and action programs are obvious choices to be made into games, but some brave coders have really pushed back the video game boundaries by attempting to convert ordinary programs like soaps, sitcoms and game shows.
The earliest one we managed to find is Neighbours on the ZX Spectrum. You play Scott Robinson, as played by Jason Donovan in the series all those years ago, hurtling round Ramsey Street on your skateboard, racing against other neighbours' faces from the past and heading towards your ultimate confrontation with Mrs. Mangle.
There's also Allo Allo on the Amiga. Listen carefully, I shall say this only once. You have to guide Renee and Michelle on a quest for stolen art treasures. Our heroes have to avoid kamikaze birds, outwit guards, and leap from speeding trains, all in their inimitable Gallic style.
OK, that's soaps and sitcoms. Representing game shows, there's Countdown on the PC, giving you the chance to fulfill your dream to be a contestant on the intellectual game show. All the elements of the show we know and love are there. You can have the Countdown experience as much as you like in your own home. Excuse me, sir, would you like me to explain how the game works?
Well, if you can do it in 30 seconds, I'll be very glad.
Right, yes. Well, you see, what you've got to do is make as long a
Well,
word
at
as
least
you
you know
possibly
this old one copy. Now, if you prefer music to TV, you need Virtual Violet's guide to the hottest places on the internet.
In cyberspace, every band can be found lurking somewhere, from Take That to Nirvana, and from Bjork to aging rockers like the Rolling Stones. So the stage is set for a new battle of the bands. The contenders, Blur, and Oasis, of course. Which group has the best official site on the World Wide Web? Round 1. The official Blur site is based on a notice board. There are song lyrics, pictures, video clips and sound samples. Elsewhere on the internet, I found a shareware audio player that lets you add all kinds of effects. Round 2. The Oasis web pages serve up info, lyrics and artwork, all in the band's own unique flavour. But the umbrella on the cocktail has got to be the complete rock and roll excess of sound and video. He's sexy, the Oasis web pages are sexy, and I'm sexy. So Oasis seriously look like winners. But this one's going the distance. Round 3. I've awarded Blur extra points for style. A quirky section shows you pages and pages of concert tickets stretching back over 4 years, and photos taken by friends and family. Then there's the promise of any minute now updates on The Great Escape, their new album released this week. So, Blur win. But don't worry, Oasis can take it. They just roll with it.
Our main review this week is Comix Zone on the Mega Drive. It's a strategy beat-em-up with a difference. You take on the role of Sketch Turner, a comic book artist. One night, one of the evil dudes you've created comes to life and thrusts you into the pages of your own comic strip. The aim of the game is to escape. Biff! Kapow! But wait! Comic strips are separated into frames, and Sketch has got to find a way out of each of them. Zooks! What's more, the evil captor keeps drawing enemies for Sketch to fight before he can escape. Arrgh! Here's Lakesh.
The comic book style is an original way to present a platform beat-em-up, but apart from a few new ideas, it's basically the same as 100 other games. This game's very easy in that you use the same button to kick, the same button to punch, and the same button to pull out the special moves as well. In that sense, it becomes pretty boring because we're using the same button to do everything. Here, Mortis is just drawn in another character. Here, I've got two options of where to go. I'm going downwards because I think it'll probably be easier. There are many special items you can pick up throughout the game. Here, I'm picking up my rat. You can help me find special rooms, secret weapons. Among the secret weapons, you can get knives, bombs, and a super power-up which turns you into a superhero. By going through the manhole, I've reached the sewers now. I'm bored to death of beat-em-ups, and although this one isn't particularly bad, it's not particularly good either. There are some novel ideas in there, but unfortunately, they haven't been made the most of.
This is great. It's a new way of looking at a strategy beat-em-up game. If you like bold and vibrant comic book characters, then you'll love this one.
It's a fresh new idea for a platform beat-em-up, and it looks great. But for me, there's nothing special about the gameplay, and that's what counts.
And the scores for Comic Zone, the boys gave it a beat-em-up, 3 out of 5, and the girls gave it a reserve my copy every week, 4 out of 5.
In America, they have what they call can-do people.
Sports guy orchestrated it!
And here in San Francisco, there are two can-do people who decided they wanted to make a television show.
Hey, wake up! Wake up!
So they did.
It's called Video Game Slams, and it goes out on San Francisco's City Vision cable TV network on Channel 53, the Community Access channel. Community Access means that anyone can have a go at making a programme. All you need are great ideas, and Video Game Slams is totally original.
Anyhow, that's all for now, Dr. Brandon Maxwell, and as always, I'll be seeing you.
And these are the two people behind Video Game Slams, director Michael Baldwin and producer Kimberly Baldwin. So this is the nerve centre of the operation, right?
Well, kind of. This is the office, and this is actually the flat, and this is our bedroom. This is the other part of our office. This is the other computer that I work on, and this is our upcoming games board.
Roomy.
This is our high-tech game area where we actually preview any of the games that we're going to use before the show, and then we use these different monitors and so forth to tape the clips that will roll in as we do it. Then the different systems that we would use would be the 32X unit, the Mega Drive, the Mega CD, we've got the SNES, the 3DO unit, the Atari Jaguar, and of course the newly released Sega Saturn. Very nice.
So no PlayStation yet then?
No PlayStation, but we do have the recently released in America PlayStation Hack.
So we keep everything we need for the show around the house. For example, in this closet, we keep our presenters.
Oh, hi!
Hey! Why don't you come join us in here? Hey, Michael, when do we eat? Hey, sports guy here. Thank you.
Kimberly and Michael have asked me to be a guest presenter on the show. It's recorded on Sundays and takes about 3 hours of total mayhem.
Right, I think I'd better wrap my game review now. Your eyes will be popping out on stalks.
Where's speed? And the music up.
It's me, Special Agent Ripley.
Each review is recorded in turn, and then they're edited together later.
Capture the flag, your goal.
Anything can happen on the show, so it's a good idea not to get too close to the action.
We're going to go all the way over here to special guest star Matthew the cameraman.
Oh, yes.
Let's get him out here, see what he can do. Let's go waiting on the game. Very good. Oh, very good.
Thank you, Matthew, the bad influence cameraman, for that informed games expert comment. Not.
I've got to look my best because San Francisco is watching.
Oh, we're on. Hey, and welcome back to our special UK edition.
I'm reviewing Bug for the Saturn with Video Game Slams star reviewer, the Professor.
So let's bring on my special guest all the way from our sister station across the continent. Yes, it's the lovely and talented Violet Berlin.
My big moment, starring on US TV. And I even managed to include my games journalist's catchphrase.
It's Bug.
It is, it's Bug, and your eyes will be popping out on stalks when you see this one.
Yep.
It is huge, you're going to get lost, and you're not going to find many spit wads around. So you're going to end up, and the spit wads are different colours, they let you spit at your enemies to get rid of them.
One of the things that I was going to say that I really like, the stuff that you use for your power-up is bug juice.
Bug juice! What do you mean bug juice?
Oh, it's like, that's what you get whenever an insect hits your windshield at a really high rate of speed. So anyway, you know what? The director has given me that heads off sign, which either means that it's time to end the segment or I'm fired.
So for record tape, that's our wrap then. I guess we're done.
And what can be nicer than settling down in front of my favourite TV programme, Video Game Slams, with my favourite producers and my favourite presenters.
Love you, England. Love you. Hey, say hi to Chuck and Di for us, would you?
Unfortunately, you'll just have to put up with Andy and Sonia.
Hey, Michael, do we get to eat now?
And by a strange coincidence, our panel will be reviewing Bug later in the show. Be interesting to see if they feel the same way as Violet.